I'm a dad. I'm a dad. D-A-D-D-Y. 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 I'm a dad. Dad. I'm a dad. D-A-D-D-Y. 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 I'm a dad.
All right.
And we're back.
And we are back.
Happy Monday. Happy Monday.
5th episode.
Yeah, big day.
Big day. As
Big
you
day.
saw, today's topic is going to be Picture Day with Dad. We're
Yeah.
going to go through some of our favorite photos.
Yeah, some camera roll memories.
Yeah. Tell you a little backstory behind them, significance,
Mhm.
why we chose these.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Before we get into that,
yes,
who are we?
I'm Josh.
I'm Tim. This
Yep.
is PapaBearPodcast. We're going to talk about our lives as dads.
Yep.
And so if you haven't seen what we do before, go back and see the other ones. This one is sure to be a fire one. I imagine we're going to do great things with this project.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And if I don't know if you noticed the shirts, check it out.
Oh, yeah.
It reads, "That's going on the podcast." So what's
Go ahead.
what's been happening is we talk about, all kind of stuff, different dad stuff, but that doesn't stop dad stuff occurring daily.
No.
So we want to take a second each episode and just talk about something that happened in the dad week
Oh, yeah, the laundry list of
that
dad
you just
things.
couldn't let go. So I tell my wife every time something happens, or I say, "Oh, that's
It's
going on the podcast." So that's where we are. So for me, I'll give you this week's. So my son Roman, he decided he's going to be a chef now. So he finally started to
Okay.
get independent and learn how to cook.
Oh, no.
And by cook, it's waffles in the toaster. So
Gourmet.
so he learned how to put a waffle in a toaster, press it down, pop it up, take it out, cut it with scissors, pour syrup on it, and now he wants everyone to eat waffles.
Okay.
So he made like 13 waffles
Oh, no.
and was like, "Who's hungry?" No one's hungry. I'm like, "I don't want to eat that."
It's like 3:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I just ate.
Yeah, then he got a little too arrogant with it too, with his cooking. He's like, "Oh yeah, you guys should really put me in a cooking class." I'm like, he's like, "Yeah, because no one can make waffles in this house but me." I was like,
Whoa. Okay.
"Yeah, that's
He's
going
got
on,
the ego.
yeah, that's going on the podcast." So that's what happened to me this week. My son now thinks he surpassed me in the culinary arts based off of 13 frozen waffles.
Oh, man. You know what? Your son and my son could open up a restaurant because my son knows how to make chicken nuggets. Chicken and waffles. That's a good
Ooh,
combination,
there we
right?
go. Yeah,
Dino nuggets only
Yeah.
and frozen waffles.
Oh.
So
there we go.
it's a very limited market.
No, but it's it'd be a hit with the kids
Right. Yeah. Some.
for sure.
So that's going on the podcast moment actually happened last week when we did our last podcast.
Okay.
We got done. You were there. We jumped on the trampoline for a little bit,
Mm.
and as we were getting off, my back decided to go,
Mm. Mm.
and I have been recovering ever since.
Mm.
So my dad moment was my wife just looking at me going, "Why did you even get on that trampoline?" I was
Mhm.
like, "Because I'm the dad. Like that's what you do. You play
Yeah.
with your kids."
Yeah.
Even if it means that you can't get out of bed for a day and or still nursing a sore back at this point.
Yeah, very true. So the thing, 'cause I remember when you told me you hurt yourself, and I think I text you back, and I was like, they always have a starting age limit for
Yes.
kids, not to be used for kids under 5 or whatever.
Mhm.
They need a cutoff too,
Yeah.
not to be used for people over,
Yeah.
because common sense ain't so common.
No.
You
it's
know what I
really
mean?
not.
So when you saw me stay on the outside watching you jump,
I should have known.
you should have known there
We
was a
should have
reason.
known,
So
yeah.
no.
This is an injury waiting to happen.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Oh, yeah. Hey, there we go.
Yeah.
That's what happened for us this week.
So now
So
we get some more memories up
Yeah.
on the screen.
all right, so let's get into it.
Yeah.
So today,
So tell me about this one.
this first one here, this is my son Roman. At this point, he's probably about 5 years old, and it was his first Indianapolis Colts game. If you don't know,
Now
I'm
you
a
know.
huge Colts
Yes.
fan. There's a reason this wall is blue. That's the thing. I'm a big Colts fan, and it was awesome. uh, a friend of ours gave us her tickets, first section, so we were low. He could see the game and everything.
Yeah.
But before that, we made a whole day out of it. We went downtown and they set up like a blue zone.
Oh, cool.
So they shut off a couple streets and they set up all these things like the Place 60 where they have like different obstacle courses the kids can run, and they had a 40-yard dash set up with the electronic timer.
Yeah, Roman's fast too.
Oh man, he ran that thing like 6 times. I mean, he was loving it. And he was like, Dad, you gotta try it too. You try it. So I was like, ooh,
Okay.
ooh. Didn't stretch. So
Yep.
I got out there, tried it.
You did your trampoline right there.
Yeah. No injuries. Everything
good.
went smooth, but I did run a 5:01. So
Hey,
hey,
anybody's looking.
if anybody's looking, 260, 5:01.
That's not bad.
Yeah, there's some teams need help right now.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah.
So, but it was great, man. After that, we went into the game. They had the roof open, so we got the full experience. He loved it, man. He's not really super into football yet, but just the experience, it was a good time. So
Yeah.
so that was a lot of fun. That was the first one.
Do you remember if they won?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Matt Ryan was our quarterback. So
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's 2 years
no,
ago.
we got destroyed.
Yeah. It was a rebuilding season.
Yeah. Hey friend, I see why you gave me your tickets. Thank you.
Yeah. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Let's move on. I got one coming up. Let's see what's this one. Okay. So this is me and my son trying to learn how to ride a bike. So he is deathly terrified of his 2-wheeler. We're on the training wheels in this one. We have graduated to a balance bike.
Okay.
It is taking a lot longer than I thought it would.
Mm-hmm.
This has an accompanying video that's not on here right now, but the video is me literally just holding the back of the seat and pushing him down the driveway, bent over like Quasimodo, just like, hey, go, you can do it.
Yeah.
And he's like, don't let me go, Dad, don't let me go. I'm like, you still got training wheels. Like if I let go, nothing's going to happen.
Sure.
So this is just a day in the life. You got to get your kids out and doing stuff. So we decided to try bike riding this year. That's our big goal, get on 2 wheels. I've not made it yet.
Nice.
But we're in the process.
So here's a question for you.
Yeah.
Kids' bikes, and it's a good design, but it's a flawed design when trying to learn, right? So you got the pedal, you go forward, in the stop, you slam it back.
Yep.
How many times did he slam it back when you're trying to push him forward?
Oh my God. We couldn't even get down the driveway.
Oh man.
Like I'm just like, dude, you don't even have to pedal. Just let gravity take you. He's like, he's like driving like my mom.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we hit the speed limit.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, you're not.
You gotta make sure you don't bang your shin in the back of the bike when you keep stopping on
Yes.
you. Oh man.
Half the time he wiped out a couple of times just because he slammed the brakes and I was still pushing.
Yeah.
Which results in like the bike going wherever it wants to go. So
yeah.
No, it is a flawed design. They tell you now.
Yeah.
Right? You don't give your kids the training wheels. You're supposed to just give them the balance bike until they can like kind of coast on it, and then you give them the pedals and it goes forward. But I did not know that when I started, teaching my son.
And balance bikes weren't a thing when we were kids.
No.
You know what I mean? You hopped on a bike you found.
No, yeah. Wait, what? Where'd you find these bikes? Around?
Yeah.
Around? Yeah.
Community bikes.
Yeah. My dad's thing was you got to learn how to pedal through the grass.
Yeah.
It's like good for your leg muscles. And if you fall down,
can't hurt.
Yeah. So that's a good one.
Very good.
Let's see your next one.
All right. Okay, here we go. Bella Boo and my baby girl. So anybody with kids around, I would say 5 and under, or maybe even a little older, still enjoy it. You know the show Bluey.
Yes.
That is a staple in the household, especially for baby girl Isley. She loves Bluey. So here one day we're watching Bluey. I'm downstairs cleaning or doing whatever, and they come downstairs dressed up as Bluey, right? So you can tell my daughter Bella found all the orange she could find in the house or any red and things and put Isley in it. And then she became Bingo. And Bella, being obviously the older sister, got all blued up and became Bluey.
Oh, of course, because, she's the...
Yeah, and then they found their little dolls to take pictures and prove, they are the true Bluey and Bingo.
I love this ninja headband. I'm not really sure what's going on with it, but I love it.
It's for my workout headband, but it matched the fit, therefore they got it.
It actually looks really good.
Yes. So the only thing about this picture that I feel bad about, I have to break my daughter's heart, she thinks that is Bingo, but it's not. It's Mom.
Oh no.
So we haven't got her the right bingo yet. I don't want to break her heart and tell her it's not bingo.
She's not old enough to watch the podcast anyway.
Yeah, so eventually we'll switch it out when she's asleep or something. But that was my surprise is they came down as Bowie and Bingo.
I love that. I
Yeah.
also love that she's kind of like holding it hostage, like don't talk.
Yeah.
She's covering the mouth and
Oh,
everything. She's just
absolutely.
like,
Yeah.
looks a little scared.
Oh, I like that too.
Don't tell me your mom. You're
Yeah.
bingo for me.
You are Bingo.
I love that.
All right.
So let's
1 to
see. Oh,
4.
okay. So this is a good story.
Oh, I know this one. This is easy.
Yeah.
Gun range.
Oh yeah. First time.
Really?
Well, not a range, but yeah,
Okay.
it is his first time seeing a gun.
Nice.
So we went to I have an aunt who owns like a house out in yonder, you know, we just call it like wherever. I think it's Versailles, Indiana. You don't say Versailles because it's not French. It's Versailles,
okay.
Indiana.
For sale, got it.
Yeah, for sale, for sure. And this was right after my godmother had died. We'd gone through her house.
Mm-hmm.
And in that house, we had found my great-grandmother's gun, which was like a silver-plated 6-shooter from like the 20s. Yeah, like way back when.
Yeah.
And the story goes that my great-grandmother married a man who owned a carnival. And so she was in charge of the till. She would collect the money for the tickets, and somebody tried to rob her.
Ooh.
And that gun is actually related to at least one gun-related injury. I don't know if it's fatality, but she definitely shot a man. Yeah, my great-grandma was a badass. I loved it. I know, right?
I like that.
So that's the story, and it was like hiding. My godmother had hid it from all of her her brothers, because they were all after that. And so when she died, it passed to my Aunt Marty, whose house we went to, and she got to shoot it. Mm-hmm. So we got my son Ben out. That's my dad in the background, and we're watching it get shot. It was not accurate, to say the least. It was a lot of fun though.
Yeah.
We actually went back last year and did it again, and we also got to shoot a 20-06, and there was, I think she had a Smith & Wesson now or something like that. We got to do all the fun guns. Like,
yeah.
I've been bit by the bug. I probably never own one, but I like the idea of shooting them now.
Well, now you're talking my language.
Yes,
so
yes.
You know me. I am for my Second Amendment.
Yeah.
But no, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a good pick there, especially getting on the little headphones.
Yeah. Surprisingly, he was not afraid.
No. And you didn't even need headphones. You just manned up and took it, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's not quite as loud.
Yeah.
Like those old school ones are not quite as loud as the newbies.
Sure.
So.
Dang. So grandma was a gangster, huh?
Yeah.
Caught a body. Wow.
Yeah. Well, we don't know if we were caught the body. But,
yeah. Allegedly.
Allegedly, she's been
like
dead
that.
for like
Yeah.
Before
I think
was
the statute
born.
of limitations.
Yeah.
Is probably
we ain't going after her.
Yeah.
But
that's sweet. Awesome. All right. Okay. Here we go. So this one, right? This is a good one for me. This was our first ever all boys camping trip.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So in this photo, there's me. There's my little brother-in-law, Reese, who's now an adult.
Oh yeah. That's weird.
Behind him is Roman with his haircut. And then to the right is one of my friends, Rashad. In the back is my cousin and his son. And then not pictured in the photo is my brother and dad too.
Oh, okay.
So it's basically our first all guy camping trip. And we were a little scared. I was a little timid at first with Roman because we had done camp before, but outdoor he never really took to it too well.
Yeah.
It was always kind of fun for him. But with him having all the boys there, his cousin, he loved it.
He got into it.
So Roman had this real bad motion sickness when it came to cars. Like every time we go over a hill, he's like, "Oh no, hill!" Like he didn't like it. So I wanted to do river float. It's one of my favorite things ever to do. And my wife was like, "I don't know if he's gonna make it." And
that makes sense.
I'm in charge, so we're getting on this thing.
If he throws up, in the water.
You're gonna cry this whole way. But no, we got on that thing about 2 minutes in. I mean, dude's comfortable, man. We're stopping at like little beaches, and they're throwing rocks, and I mean like the most interactive I've ever seen him in water and in some motion activity. And ever since then, he hasn't had it since. No, like it's just gone away.
Him.
So
I did see the other picture that's not up here, and he's vibing. In that he's on that tube, just like let's go.
Yeah, towards the end he falls asleep. You know what I mean? It's
great.
It's like a 3.5, 4 hour thing. So
oh wow, really?
Oh yeah, it takes a while. Nice. So he's dozing off, man. But it was a great weekend. It was good to get out with all the boys and the cousins, especially they don't see each other too much, and dude, they're just a good old time.
Yeah, I love that. Floating on down the river.
Down by the riverside.
Oh yeah. So this is I use this one as an example of what personal space is when you become a father. In this picture, we have my son, my second son, and then my first son, I guess you would call him. So in my lap, Bubs, our dog, he has hurt his back numerous times. This is just the most recent one. And so he can't be up on the couch. He can't do anything. So we're just cuddling him on the floor. Everybody's vibing. And I'm just like, I'm basically the sofa at this point in my life. But this happens more regularly than this picture would dictate. It is, I'm very comfortable not having any space at all most of the time.
Yeah.
So it wasn't, there's no like real cool story behind it. It was just, I saw the picture and I was like, that is my life most of the time. Like Ben will come home from school. He'll be tired. I mean, the baby is just always on me anyway. And the dog, just, he's a dog, you know, he's always around. Right. So.
But this is something we talked about before, just randomly too, is that this does not look comfortable for you at all.
No, it's not. It's terrible.
It's like you're doing like a kind of half-ass crunch sit-up where you just kind of be.
Yep, there's no support on your lower back. It's just all
neck's bent in there.
Yep.
But when your kid's comfortable,
you don't move.
You don't move. You don't move, especially if one goes to sleep. It is what it is. That's no longer the way you're
ironically, like the TV is this way.
Yeah.
And the only thing that's in front of us right now is just a wall. So everybody's zoned out. No one really cares.
Yeah.
No. I'm not even sure how we ended up there, but that's just the way it is.
Once you're there, you're there.
Yeah, you're not moving. We were there for like 30 minutes.
That's what it is. And that's facts. All right. That is Bella Boo again.
Oh my God.
This was our wedding day. This is my wedding day here.
Oh my God, it is, isn't it?
Yep.
I didn't even see the flower until just now.
Yep, that's my little flower girl. So this was one of the last few moments where she was solo baby, because my wife was pregnant with number 2 at the time. I think she was 3.5 months.
Yeah, she wasn't really showing.
No, she wasn't much. Yeah. But Bella was my flower girl, and she was terrible. I mean,
as you expected, you know, like a baby. She's only 3.
She started walking, and then she stopped, and then Reese, my little brother-in-law, ended up coming picking Karen down the aisle.
Oh yes, I remember that.
And he's trying to drop flowers, and she's got like one in her hand. She's not letting go. Just like this,
staring around at everyone.
Like, okay, well, that was an experience.
Oh yeah.
But she did give me a great photo out of the experience. As the wedding went on, you know, she got on the dance for a little bit, had a good time, but that center of attention, that was not for her.
No.
So that was Flower Girl right there.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is another day in my life kind of photo.
Mm-hmm.
So the Nintendo Switch was originally mine.
Yep.
But Ben took to it like he does to water. He's a really good swimmer, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
He probably plays more video games than I do now.
Mm-hmm.
We limit it, obviously, because my wife is terrified that it's going to turn him into a serial killer or something.
Yeah.
That's neither here nor there.
Sure.
Point is, this is me introducing it to him, showing him the controls, stuff like that. And now he takes it everywhere. It's actually in our car right now for drives and stuff like that. But he loves games. And I love games too. So it was like, this is our big bonding thing. Like him and my wife have swimming. They both swim a lot. But video games are me and his thing. And so whenever she's like, we need to take those away, it's terrible. I'm like, come on, man. It's like, it's my thing. Don't take away my thing.
True.
So...
Well, the serial killer part could come from too that she saw he's very comfortable when guns are fired around him.
That's very true.
So now
that was before the video games, though. So.
Yeah. Well, you know, order of operations.
Yeah. What came first?
Yeah. No, that's cool. No, if you got a game you can share with your kids, that's always a good thing.
Yeah.
I'll get in there with the kids and play a little WWE.
Yeah.
Every now and then. Surprisingly, I lose a lot.
Yeah.
And I feel like all he's doing is.
Yep.
Smashing
it shouldn't work, but it does.
But it does.
I hate that.
And when I try to use real combos and stuff, I lose.
Like you read the instructions like you can read.
Yeah,
it's not fair.
It's frustrating. And then I'm like, I'm overthinking it. Like in real life, this wrestler will really whoop his ass.
Yeah,
I'm over here really coming up with like excuses.
There's a reason.
Yeah. So, but no, if you could find something to share like that, man, that's always fun.
Mm-hmm. Super important. Oh yeah, here we go.
Oh, here we go. This is my last one. This is a video I took for you guys. Well, I didn't take for you guys, but I'm going to use.
It's here.
Here we go.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Go away. Go away. So that again is
I love
Bella
that.
Boo, man. She was probably 1, maybe 2, and this was almost what 8, 9 years ago, and I was home with her one day, and I was sick, and I was feeling like crap. I didn't want to be bothered. Kids don't know what that means.
No, they do not.
So I'm sitting there laying on the ground trying to watch some Sports Center or something, and she comes and acts like the only place to sit is on top of me. So I'm laying on the ground. She comes, sits on top of me with her snack, starts eating in my face, and I'm like, can you? I was like, can you get off me? And then she goes, no. So I was like, ooh, I got to record this because mommy won't believe it. So that's when I pulled my phone. I started recording her, and I'm like, can you leave me alone? She's like, no.
That was the knowest of no's.
No. Then got a little bold at the end because she stared right in the camera and
She
said
goes,
it.
no.
Yeah, mocked me. I'm like,
Straight at it. Like, show mom, I don't care.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, dude.
The audacity.
I mean, that's when I realized there's no days off because she did not give.
No, they do not care.
Yeah, right on the chest. I'm talking about
Eating in your face.
in my face too.
Disrespect.
So
I love that.
I had to share that one.
So this is me teaching my son to drive.
Okay.
We went on a trip to Tennessee,
Mm-hmm.
visit a couple of my wife's friends. We were up in these mountains, and there's no one around, and they have one other kid, and she happens to have I think it's pink, Jeep. I can't really tell what color it is. It's a Jeep. One of those little automated ones. We do not have one. He has never seen one before this moment, and he was like, oh my God, I got to drive it. But he will not drive it unless I am physically in the Jeep. Okay.
Yeah.
And then, so like we got it down. He's like kind of comfortable. He took the girl that we were staying with, their daughter, around for a little bit. You know, he's chauffeuring around. His first date, and then he gets me back in it, and he figures out that if he just slams it down as fast as he can into the curb, that it sends me over the front. So I become the crash test dummy for like another 20 to 30 minutes, while just like slowly, like I played it up obviously. Like I would jump off. And I'd slow-mo, like roll into the ground, like boom, boom, boom. Yeah. And he thought it was hilarious. Yeah. I'm just glad he didn't try to run me over after that.
Yeah.
But this was his first driving test, and I would say he failed. Honestly,
yeah.
I would have him take the class again.
That's fair enough. No, that's a good one because we had a motorized car, and the same thing for whatever reason they think it's made for us too, and it's just it's not. Just
it didn't even go that like it went twice the speed when I was not in it.
Yeah.
Like it's not built for me.
And then I try to justify. I'm like, man, I got a real car.
Yeah. Why do I need a car I can fit one leg in?
This is stupid. So, but not to them.
Mm-hmm.
Not to them. No, that's great.
So these are just the days. The days go by, but the memories stay.
Always,
days in the life.
Always. No, that's awesome. I love your stuff. I love your content. I love your picks. I think we had some good stuff.
I'm gonna be honest. That Sugar Creek story is great. I love that.
Man, yeah. This is the tip of the iceberg. So tell us what you guys think. If you like it, want to see more of it, trust me, we've got a million photos, and if they're not on our phone,
the ladies have got them.
They got
my wife.
They got pictures you don't even know they have.
Certified photographer.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like there's pictures. I'm like, I didn't see you take that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What the? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You start looking over your shoulder.
Yeah.
So
it's like, why you catch me at such a bad angle?
Yeah. He's like, I told you. I was like, nah, bullshit.
No, never.
No. So, let us know what you think, guys.
Yeah. You know what I'd like to see? If you guys have some memories you want to share.
Ooh, yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
Leave that in the comments.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We'll catch you on the next one.
Yeah. Take it easy.